Hearts against Falkirk has been a notoriously low-scoring fixture of late, the last 4 League and Cup meetings having produced just 2 goals. Hopes weren't exactly high then before their weekend showdown, but it turned out to be a thriller as Jim Jeffries took his bow in front of his home fans for the first time since returning to Tynecastle. Jeffries and assistant Billy Brown have history with Falkirk, of course. Great success at Brockville, which led to a 5th place finish in '95. They were up against a former Hearts captain, Stephen Presley, making his debut as Falkirk manager, having replaced Eddie May. A minute's applause for 3 ex-Hearts players who have died recently: Willie Polland, Bobby Kirk and Tommy Sloan. Commentary from Paul Mitchell.
Black in the midfield. Barr with a header away. Comes down onto Ryan Stevenson, his Tynecastle debut. Black onto Lee Wallace. Lee Wallace across, that might be the goalkeeper, it has! 5 minutes gone at Tynecastle, it's the first goal in the Jim Jeffries era. Second time round at Tynecastle. He was going for the cross, he gets the goal, and Robert Olejnik caught out by this one from Lee Wallace. Arfield onto O'Brien. Chipped out wide, Finnegan onto Twaddle, cracks it across, it's an own goal. Kucharski, stoppage time in the first half, and now Kucharski beats Marian Kello. Well, it was flicked on by Finnegan, Twaddle just cracked it across, Kucharski couldn't get out of the way. Falkirk draw level, and Stephen Presley will be absolutely delighted. Easily headed away, and fall for Arfield, gets the better of Stevenson. Nice flick by Flynn. Arfield, Falkirk have made forward here. Seomnick moving away from Kucharski. Flynn's inside him, he's got a man in support. Clips it inside, Flynn! Had to put it on target. Great chance for Ryan Flynn. 2 goals in his first 4 games this season, just 1 since. Gary Glenn. Hearts continuing to press, good play from Ian Black, wins it well. On to Lee Wallace, Novakoas. Novakoas, it's a decent ball across, Olejnik comes, doesn't get hold of it, Suso with a touch, and Suso with a finish. Hearts regain the lead on the hour, and Suso Santana celebrates. It was a good ball across the goalkeeper with a poor punch. First touch was good, second touch was clinical. Suso Santana puts Hearts 2-1 ahead. Agate Jonsson in, deflected away. Passed on to Flynn. Flynn trying to find Arfield, picked up by Black. Left foot shot, top corner, 3-1 Hearts, and Ian Black scores for the first time in maroon. Jim Jeffries is delighted. Ian Black, well, his dad played for Hearts. This goal means so much to Ian Black. Swerved away, top corner. Lovely finish. Well, Falkirk on the wrong end of a 3-1 scoreline. They've passed the ball around well. Hearts have just been that bit more clinical. The miss from Flynn, pivotal in the match. Flynn pushes the ball back once more. Hearts content to defend. It's Twaddle under pressure from Elliott. Arfield on to Flynn. Arfield wants it back. Flicks it forward onto Finnegan. Here comes Flynn. Flynn pushes it through. Matinho away from Agate Jonsson. It's game on again at Tynecastle as Pedro Matinho pulls a goal back. Well, there was at least a dozen passes in this move. This was lovely from Falkirk, and that's an absolutely terrific finish. Pedro Matinho pulls a goal back. Well, can they find a way to get an equaliser? Played in up and over Brian McLean. That could be the last chance. Nicely floated in, just got underneath it.
So, first win for Jim Jeffries, having returned to Tynecastle as Hearts manager. Let's just look at the 3 Hearts goals. The mere fact there were 3 goals is something of a surprise, and a welcome, I'm sure, for the Hearts fans to see the team pushing forward, scoring goals.
It may well be Jim Jeffries has changed it for him. He's adapted it. He's just in there, first home game, and they start to score goals. Not all of them absolutely deliberate, I would have to suggest. That's
Great
a wonderful
pick.
I would love to say it was deliberate. I'm not sure it was. This is deliberate. This is Black tackling the midfield. Apparently, everyone's suggesting man of the match here, and obviously with Michael Stewart unavailable, he had to have a big game in that centre midfield area. And he did on the day, but Suzo again getting into a dangerous area. And this is the big thing, that Black again, I mean, this is unstoppable shot. Now, if Hearts can actually add that, because they don't lose many goals, they organise themselves well, they're well structured. That side of it was done by Shabba. Now, if JJ can come in and actually push them forward a wee bit and get a little bit of motivation coming from the right and from the left, and the strikers scoring goals as well, yeah, it could be going.
In terms of Falkirk, a lot of the criticism in the past has been pass, no final touch. Now, we've speeded this up a wee bit. Feel free to speak at your normal pace.
It just sounds as if I'm speaking really, really quickly. No, I always see them against Kilmarnock, and they were 2 back to front, just in Eddie May's last game. This is when they are at their best, when they play that, they're confident, they're holding the ball. Noticeably, Arfield's in the centre midfielder. I actually think they have to be brave enough to do this all the time. That's when Falkirk are at their best, but they're getting left a little bit too far behind just now, and that's a difficult situation. For a few points adrift now, they get a few wins.